This is MLB Now. We are the show for the thinking fan. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brian Kenny. Busy show bringing you up to the Guardians and Orioles. 1 p.m. Eastern, live baseball right here on MLB Network. Hall of Fame induction weekend coming up. Rob Parker, longtime voter, he'll join us. Joe Madden with his weekly visit. We have a burr in our saddle about certain base running calls. We're determined to change something around here. Cliff Floyd, Yonder Alonso over on the panel. We're going to get very baseball-y today. But first, it's a big question. It's an important question. When facing the big-time players, to walk or not to walk, Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. That conundrum came up for both players yesterday. John Schneider, Rocco Baldelli are making the decisions. Let's do a little managerial check. Get out the chessboard, and here we go. Start off with Rocco Baldelli. Twins, Dodgers, bottom of the ninth. Twins up 3-2, looking to close it out. Griffin Jacks pitching, 2 outs. Mookie Betts, oh, that's a gift check swing call. Kept the AB going. That's straight out of 1965. But okay, 2 pitches later, little infield hit, man on first. Man on first, 2 outs. So let's stop down and look at this situation. Man on first, 2 outs, 1-run lead. Griffin Jacks, the ERA is a little high, but he's an elite reliever. I had him in my top 10. He has struggled in the ninth, but look at the fielding independent pitching. Look at the Ks per 9. He's the elite. Shohei Ohtani, best hitter in the National League. He's already homered in this particular game. The next batter, the guy on deck, if you walk Ohtani, Estuary Ruiz, well below league average, and they had no pinch hitters left. So I'll admit, by the book, right, this is the time to intentionally walk a guy. Great hitter, 175 to an 82. Big disparity. But I'll say this. I was watching this game. I didn't like the intentional walk. In real time, while I'm watching it, Griffin Jacks went from not in trouble directly to in trouble with the walk to Ohtani. He's an elite pitcher. I'd have him face Ohtani. The guy has a 370 on base. As great as he is, he's on base only 37% of the time. So from there, here's how it would play out. They would walk Shohei Ohtani, and it would unravel on Jacks. With 2 men on, couldn't find the strike zone on Ruiz, and he walks Ruiz. Now, that's his responsibility. But again, he went from not in trouble with 2 outs to in trouble, and then he walked him. Freddie Freeman is next, shoots the line drive, gets under Harrison Bader. 2 runs will score. Dodgers come from behind and get the win. The broadcast team, for the record, agreed with Rocco Baldelli. No one likes pitching to Shohei Ohtani. I didn't like it. I would have pitched to him. All right. Now to Aaron Judge. The Blue Jays taking 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. That's a big series win. They have a 4-game lead now on the Yankees in the AL East. The Blue Jays are very careful when dealing with Judge. 7 times in 9 games this year, John Schneider of the Blue Jays has issued the intentional walk to Aaron Judge. But in this game, he does not do it. Top of the 6th, Blue Jays up 4-2. Chris Bassett on the hill. Man on first, 1 out. Ben Rice, then Jazz Chisholm on deck. Schneider has Bassett pitch to Judge. Judge crushes a 2-run home run, ties the ball game up. So you can say he blew it, but I agree with the decision. A home run is still very rare. He got burned by it, but I think it's the right call. Later, top 8, Blue Jays up 8-4, men on first and second, 1 out. Lefty-righty matchup because Justin Brule has only faced 2 batters. He has to stay in. Aaron Judge is up, 2 lefties behind him. But Schneider pitches to Judge again. He doesn't want to put the tying run in play potentially at the plate. That's what would happen. And now what has happened? He gets the double play. So it looks good there. I, though, agree with Schneider both times. I don't judge the choice by the result. You have to make the choice right then and there, not watch what happens and then figure it out. So I guess what I'm saying is how I feel about it, even against the top 2 hitters in the game, I'm against the mindless intentional walk. You can't pitch to this guy. He's dangerous. Let us know what you think. Would you have intentionally walked Aaron Judge? We're going to go the 6th inning situation. You're up 4-2, 1 out, man on first. He can tie the ball game up, which he did. You know the result. But let us know what you think, and so we can get a feel for where you're at there. Yonder Alonso here. Cliff Floyd is here. Rarely do we allow 2 players on the show at the same time, but you guys are different.
Why?
You're the players for the thinking fan.
Well,
that's right.
You know what? Get out of here.
Come on. No. I love having you on the show. What do you think of this? Give me anything on either guy.
All right, with the situation in Toronto, 4-2, in that situation, Snyder's on the bench having a conversation with his bench coach, Don Manley, or DeMarlo Hill, the associate manager, whatever it is. But what I say to that moment is, it's 4-2 in the 6th inning. I know Bassett has struck him out the prior bat. I don't like it. You know why? Because it's 92. If you make a mistake, it's leaving the ballpark. That's not getting Aaron Judge out. High velocity, I don't mind it. in that situation, you had a lot of questions to answer if you're Snyder and you lose that game. They didn't lose.
So you would have walked him?
I would have walked him. It makes sense to walk him. It keeps everything intact. You're 4-2. I want the next guy behind him to beat me. Unless you go out there and get him, and you have the velo at a different level.
I'll say this. If it's 2 men on and you're loading them up, I really don't like it. With a man on third, you're just making it first and third. The damage is less significant. I'll give you that.
But you're winning 4-2, BK. Like, you don't want the tie. The situation later with Snyder is 8-4.
Right.
Just pistol.
You don't put it up on top. I get what you're saying. Where are you?
Okay, I'm going to go now to the Dodgers side since we took care of the Yankees because I'm with you on that. You got Ruiz, man. He's only got 16 plate appearances. You got Ohtani. Past week, he's been on a tear. I think it was the right call to walk Ohtani right there. I think Jax has been incredible. My only thing is, how do you pitch to this guy and just throw him a bunch of sliders, splits, Man, you got a dude who, he's a good player, okay, but go after the guy. You're out of the game. It's 2 outs right here. You got 99 in the tank right here. There is no need for you to go 3-1 slider. What are we doing? If this is what you want to do, you want to walk Ohtani, it's to let this guy know I'm throwing you fastballs. It's like saying, here it comes, try to hit it. Because this stuff is that much better than a guy who just got called up with that really hasn't done anything.
He hasn't hit. No, and he's not a big hitter. He's not expected to be a big hitter or anything like that. And that's when you intentionally walk a guy. However, again, Yonder, I was watching the game. We had it on our network. So I'm watching the game, and it really felt like Jax went from I'm in control to suddenly, wow, now it's first and second. I've got traffic. Now I've got trouble. And immediately he was a different pitcher. I
don't think he was thinking he was in trouble because one pitch
he pitched like he was.
He pitched like he was.
Yeah,
but
it happened.
I think it was one pitch away from getting out of the inning. It was the lack of just going after a guy and not executing those pitches. Throw your fastball, man. You know how hard it is to hit 99?
Well, that's why I did say it's his responsibility. It's his fault, the way he pitched to Ruiz. However, Cliff, I think he went from being one guy, I'm in control, I got 2 outs. Oh, a little dink. I should have struck out Mookie anyway. Now suddenly I walk a guy and I got first and second. Now the game's on the line. It changed things.
And I was just wondering, to Yonder's point, what he just said was, how do you let 99 just go by the wayside? Like, this is what you have in your back pocket. This is the reason. High velocity, if Jackson's on the mound in Toronto, I'm letting him pitch to him in that situation. That's what I'm talking about. You have 99 miles per hour. When I saw it on the board, I was like, he ain't throwing 99. And you're going non-competitive pitches in the dirt. Like, nobody's swinging at those. I don't care if you have 16 plate appearances or 500 plate appearances.
He's responsible. Again, it's a tough call. I think, though, this is where it's the biggest, I don't know if you want to call it recency bias or confirmation bias, but when you pitch to the big guy and he burns you, everyone says, why didn't you walk the guy? You got to walk the guy. If you end up walking everybody that you're afraid of, you're doing a lot of damage. On the whole, you're doing damage.
I'm honestly okay if you walk any of those guys at any point during the game. You get them in the second inning, you get them in the first inning, walk them, you're better off.
You're making traffic. Especially if you're facing the Dodgers, you're putting Ohtani on base for the rest of that team.
Schneider didn't get burned because they ended up winning that game. They lose that game. There's questions to be had on that.
Then I think you got to answer them. Again, he's not afraid to walk Judge. He walked Judge 7 times.
And you know what? Toronto Blue Jays, it's paid off.
Yeah.
Because they figured it out.
I don't like walking those guys.
I don't understand why you don't see it more often. Especially late in the season.
So both you guys love walking the guys. I hate walking the guys.
I love walking
the situation. These two guys. Yeah.
Not just everybody.
Right. And admittedly, these are the number 1 guys in each league. All right, no, I got you on that. All right, meantime, how about this Phillies and Red Sox? This was a big series, and this is also a good manager in Rob Thompson. But it seems inexplicable what happened here. Jesus Luzardo pitching in the 5th, up 5-0, walks 2 men to load the bases. Right from there, you have this pop-up. They just did not see where this ball went. JT Realmuto. It's a mess. All right, so that messes with him a little bit. But then 2 straight walks after that to load the bases. Then after this, you end up having but he's still in there. Grand slam, right? And now Boston has the lead. Oh, by the way, Luzardo didn't come out then. Rob Thompson still left him in to finish this inning and finish it off. Bullpen was rested. They had a complete game the day before. More managerial check. They've got a day off today. What happened there? You want to explain that?
A lot happened. Well, I think when you look back at JT, not knowing what, the twilight got him, and it happens.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like, and like you said, Rob Thompson, really good manager. I just feel like he let it snowball. to the point where I'm looking at Luzardo, and early in the season he had his hiccups, right? He had, he couldn't find the plate. And then he found it.
But no matter what, you're watching this in real time.
I'm watching this.
How many walks do you need?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're seeing it's brewing. And if you get to Gonzalez, I know he's in a minor slump against lefties. He crushes lefties. Like crush. That's the reason.
Ref Snyder. Yeah.
Yep. No. Gonzalez.
Oh, okay.
From Gonzalez. He hit the grand slam. So when you get to him, that's when you're thinking about like, hey, I need to make a change. Because I know he's not dialed in right now, but you make a mistake like he did, which he had to come to him. The 97 had to go to the plate, and he bridged him. I just felt like he let it brew too long.
I still look back, this is like, it's not the same.
A lot happened.
It's like game. Grady Little. It's like, wait a second. Then there's the Posada hit. Then there's the Bernie hit. Then there's like, wait, go get Pedro. Go get Pedro. Yeah. I know it's not the World Series here. Yeah. I'm sorry. Rob Thompson, by the way, is on my top 10 managers list. I think he's excellent. But I don't know what happened here.
If you watch the game, the first 4 innings felt like this game was 10-0. And the Phillies were
blowing him out. Yeah.
It just felt like that. It wasn't, but it just felt like that. This happened with 2 outs. I mean, he started that inning with, 50-something pitches? He was cruising through that. This all happened with 2 outs, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. It happened so fast. I mean, this happened within the mark of 6 or 7 minutes. All this stuff happened. You catch that fly ball, you're out of the inning. You're 1 pitch away from saying these guys they don't have anything against him because he's proven it for 5 innings. You're having a guy in Romy who's been struggling. And you're thinking 97 is still in the tank. You're looking up there and you're saying he's still got good stuff. He's missing by a margin. However, this is Rob Thompson just trusting his players a little bit too much and saying, I believe in you. Go get it. It just didn't work out.
I want to throw something in. I wasn't watching this game. You know how I was watching the Dodgers, so I have a feel for it. I don't have a feel for this. I'm looking at it and going, wait a second, how many walks does it take? And that changes things. Like when you're watching, you get the feel of the energy and the flow. Sometimes it's different, but I'm just looking at the batter by batter, and it makes no sense to me.
Right. So the at-bats before Ref Snyder?
Ref Snyder, yeah.
Yeah, okay. They were non-competitive. I go non-competitive. 96, 97 wasn't around the plate. He had the velocity. He had everything. They were waiting him out. They know when he gets wild, it can get loose. That's what
manager sees that too, right? No,
everybody sees it.
Hey, it's unraveling now. We're up 5-0. The only thing that hurt us is a grand slam.
Yeah.
Then you have that happen.
And there it was.
Right.
So you're looking at this unfold, yonder, and that's what I was looking at as well. It's going, we've seen this before. I know we haven't seen it of late.
Yeah.
He's
made some adjustments.
But as far as the 96, 97, it just didn't look out his hand. There was going to be where the Red Sox hitters were going, all right, he's going to get back, into a flow. It never found it.
Every time we have a manager on the show, they go, you can't be second-guessing these guys. We don't. And as we play managerial check all the time, you can agree with the manager, right? Again, we're doing a lot of agreeing with managers. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Not out to just scold guys and what are they thinking.
Absolutely.
There's usually reasons for doing this. It's hard to do in real time. But because I say that because Joe Madden's coming up, and we didn't scold Joe Madden. We didn't do that. All right, we'll take a short break. When we come back, Rob Parker is on the way. Joe Madden jumps in. His take on the Yankees. Sloppy defensively again. Are they in a bit of denial? The defending American League champions. Joe Madden is next.
Our rankings are presented by Arm & Hammer and OxyClean. I bet you Aaron Judge is at the top. Yes, he is, along with Shohei Ohtani, who has tied a Dodger franchise record with homers in 5 consecutive games. The Big Dumper is inside the top 5.
Stop saying that.
What? Inside the top 5?
No, I don't like his nickname. I don't like it. It's over.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't give it to him.
Okay.
Will Smith, Juan Soto, and then again, the Big Dumper at number 3.
You're too much.